Welcome back, everybody. Nice to see you out there. I have Ricky Vannatta here from John Woodson's Leg, JWL, and some solo stuff that he's done as well. We've been trying to talk to these guys for a while, and
we've been eluding them.
Life happens.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So you guys are playing in Topeka tonight.
Yep, booby trap.
Little booby trap action. Playing with Sarcoptic and somebody else, I think.
The American Strain.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about them, but that's a great name.
I think they're a KC band, I think.
Cool.
Sarcoptic's from here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, when's... Okay, so you guys were on a little bit of a hiatus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you guys been back doing stuff?
That's a tough one. I think started in... I think the Exit Inside was out in 2012. And then this one come out 2017. That even further one. And then we just been dropping singles now.
Yeah.
About to drop a second one anyway.
So, do you guys have, like Take the World by Storm, or?
I think we're invisible, except for here.
Everybody's got their own sort of like dream or like.
Yeah, as far as
I don't even know if that's the right word to use. Just their own idea of like.
Yeah,
what they're doing.
I think everybody kind of wants that leg up, that John Woodson's leg up. You know?
Okay, so I have to. This has to be the first question. Where the fuck did you guys get that name from?
Yeah, they had it before I joined.
Yeah.
So they were going with it. I think in 2008 they started.
But do you know the story? There has to be a story.
They make up stories every time.
I mean, is there a John Woodson?
Actually, there's a documentary out. It's about John Woodson's leg, that his leg was in a grill that he sold somebody, and they made a documentary about it because he was trying to get his leg back from these people. Oddly enough, and it's I've never sat through it.
Wow.
But they originally got the name off of Wichita radio station T95, and they were naming the list of worst band names you could ever have.
And they were like, yes, that's our new band name.
That's exactly what they did.
That's fantastic.
First thing I did when I joined was, are we going to change the name?
No, we're not. So, you said you've been dropping some singles. Are they eventually going to comprise a whole album?
Yeah, I think that's the ultimate goal, yeah. Get something enough together. I think they're even talking to re-recording some of the old, so maybe a couple of those tracks or something.
It's funny, I hadn't listened to the older album in a while, and I played it for somebody today, and I was like, God, when does he start singing? I realized this.
Oh, it was the instrumental.
Yeah.
I got Sharon Osbourne.
It was, that's the only thing of your guys on Spotify.
Oh, is it? Well, it should have. Well, under John Woodson's leg, yes.
Yeah.
For some reason, we had problems releasing the album as John Woodson's leg on, I think, Pandora or something.
Interesting.
And so I ended up releasing everything under JWL. So, and then of course that's so freaking common too.
Yeah.
So we're in some kind of soup, and we're trying to get out of it.
Trying to think of what else you could make JWL stand for. Juggalos with lies.
Lice.
With lice. Juggalos with lice. There you go. That's so fitting. So, how long did the band exist before you actually came?
Yeah, I think they started in 2008.
Yeah. And how did they find you? How did you find them? Are they guys you knew? Or?
I was actually caught them at a bar in a Wichita bar. They're from Pratt, so they're an hour and a half from Wichita, going west. And I caught them in a bar, and they were playing. Actually, I think the first time I saw them, they had a singer, and I liked them. I thought they sounded really good with whoever that guy was. I can't remember his name right off my head.
It doesn't matter.
Kendall, maybe. And then the next time I saw them, they were instrumental. And I was standing next to a guy that I was actually working on a project with in a studio. And it was like kind of coming apart in the studio kind of deal. And he was like, ready to go. They're out here doing it, ready to go. And I was like, man, I could cream all over this. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
But yeah, and then I hit him up and asked if I could do a song. And I think it was Blake, the former bass player, or the original.
So how would you describe the kind of music you guys play?
We finally kind of did throw a description on it, kind of the progressive thrash metal, metal. Kind of fits under progressive. It does kind of...
Because there's some singing, there's some screaming,
there's some
kind of
death.
heavy, but there's also some not heavy, it's...
Yeah, it jumps around, yeah.
But it's good. It's, it's still cohesive.
I guess maybe it might be better called alternative, maybe.
Yeah.
Alternative metal.
So are you guys planning on playing, a lot more shows? And
Actually, this is the last show we got booked right now. I don't know what we're trying to do right now. Yeah, it should be interesting. I mean, we wanted to kind of branch out more and hit the cities around.
Yeah. And it's always nice to get new people to Topeka,
Yeah. We were supposed to go to Iowa tomorrow, but we couldn't get our shit together to make it happen.
Yeah, because I think I just saw the post for that you guys were playing there.
Yeah. Sadly, yeah.
That's a sad day.
But I think van rentals were over $300, and it was like,
yeah,
when we really put the math to it, it was like it was a big eat it job.
Yeah, that's maybe it was you guys. I saw post. I just saw somebody post about. Does anybody know about some van rentals in Wichita?
Yeah, that would have been Dustin. Yeah, that would have been Dustin. Yeah.
That's too bad. You guys got to get a band van.
Ah, I know. Yeah, we messed up there. Well, when we originally booked that, we thought we were booking in Oklahoma. And then the guy said Des Moines, and he's like, oh. Well, I guess we can make that happen.
So, talk a little bit about yourself. Were you in other bands throughout your life?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, Sanctus Infernum. Grand Facade before that. Chapel of the Eye before that. And there's a million in between all those.
How old were you when you were in your first band?
Ooh. Well, about 15 or 16, I was jamming with a guy. I can't really say it was a full band.
Yeah.
But it did eventually morph into Chapel of the Eye.
Nice. What was it, like, straight up thrash or?
Oh, it was a joke. It was horrible. I'm trying to find tapes of that.
Yeah.
It is so funny.
I have recently found tapes of a band that I played bass in when I was a teenager, and it's great fun to listen to. It's like we were terrible, but man, was it ever fun.
Yeah.
Find somebody to go buy us some beer and
Yep.
get some super cheap
Hell
weed.
yeah. I used to do the same thing. Stand outside the liquor store. Hey, man.
Yep. Thankfully, we knew a few people. But, yeah, well, that's great. I was going to ask you about this. So what's the story behind this?
It was actually, it's a Joel Hesser project is what it is. So he plays all the instruments on it.
Okay.
And then he just brought in guest singers.
Okay.
So, yeah, from around the area. I jumped in on as many songs as I could.
Nice.
Being greedy.
And what kind of music is it?
It's, I'd say thrash.
Yeah. I'm going to have to blast this later. I haven't listened to this yet. He just handed it to me. Well, that's great. Gosh, I don't even know where to go from here.
I'm blacking out.
I feel like I've asked all the really good questions.
I almost got my shorts off.
Well, yeah, it's nice to see some fresh people coming up to Topeka. I know you guys have been up here a few times. I think you were at J&J's last time you were here.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to that. For some reason, I couldn't make it. I don't remember why.
Yeah, I think that was Topeka Metal Fest.
Yeah. Do you remember? Was it fun?
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I ended up getting a headache that night later. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
One of those by the end of the night, you're like, one more band.
Yeah.
There's so many good bands, though. It's really neat that they collect here like that. He puts that together. It really is cool.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
So if you guys do finish an album, do you guys want to take it on the road or anything? What's the
we're kind of at that point.
What's the dynamic of the band like? I mean, I imagine the guys in the band are, have day jobs.
Yeah.
That's the way everybody is now.
Yeah.
I know so few people who do music for a living.
But there's people doing it. You know what I mean? There's people that tour. You just wonder, are we just ramen noodles? Or,
Yeah.
Or did you find a little loophole, or is it all connects?
Yeah. I think it's definitely good when you want to get on the road if you can find, somebody bigger and be like, hey, can we follow you and open for you for a couple weeks? I've known a few bands that have done that.
That's not a bad idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Call up the Origin guys or something. Be like, hey, so...
Yeah, you want some soft rock? A soft rock opener?
You guys would be like a good, ease it in,
Yeah, for sure.
the lube.
Yeah, that'd be we kind of thinking the mentality of trying to grab shows regionally, and try and, be good weekend warriors.
Yeah.
But even just doing that's tough to do, I don't know if there's you need to grab a booking agent, or maybe it's a combination of everything. Or...
Yeah. So, do you carry gear?
Yeah, we bring our own gear.
But do you carry gear?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. Because I have to put up with that joke so much, I try not to sometimes, just to be an asshole and do it on purpose. But yeah, usually I try to help.
I was talking to somebody I know, and if he sees this, he'll know that I'm talking about him. He was telling me that their singer, they'd get to a show and he'd be like, have you seen my microphone? And be like, you have one fucking thing.
He lost
find your own fucking microphone.
Yeah, I like to announce I'm loading in when I'm carrying it in. I'm loading in.
Your nice Shure box or something, Yeah. Well, that's great. Is there is there anything else that you'd like to, talk about, let the people know?
Going in the studio the 20th to record a second single for JWL, so that should drop shortly after that.
Nice. Check it out. We'll have it linked in the description box.
It's going to be a nightmare.
6 bands that you fucking love.
Ooh. Fear of God, Acid Bath, Trees of Eternity, Dead Child.
Oh, you're naming a lot
Death.
of shit I don't know. Ooh, Death. There's the first band I've heard of.
I got one more to name, I guess. I better go some weird genre.
Kenny G.
Sam Cooke.
Ooh, there you go. Okay, so that brings me to another question. So, you've always been a singer?
Yeah.
Do you play any instruments?
Yeah, but not publicly.
Right. Okay.
I'm smart.
So when did you really start singing like you meant it? Was it really that first band, or were you jamming out before that?
I was raised in the church, so I actually did a solo. This guy picked me to do a solo, and I was a shy kid, so I don't have no idea why he had me do it, but it was just a little solo part that I had to sing, and it's like this.
You're like up in front.
So that was kind of my first taste
Yeah.
of it. And then...
Did you ever have that moment where you're like,
it's a curse,
Yeah. Because I feel like with guitar, you're either somebody that just dicks around forever, or, you're like me, where you picked up a guitar and it was like the heavens shone down and you're like, yes, this is what I need to be doing.
Yeah, I got my first guitar at 15.
Do you remember what it was?
It was a Skylark. I wish I still had it.
Skylark. That sounds familiar, but I don't remember who.
Yeah, not a clue. It was a wooden beater, man. I beat the shit out of that thing. I threw it around the room, just abused the shit out of it.
Nice. I've done the same thing to the guitar that's next to you.
That's my mother
has a different neck on it now.
Nice. Yeah, my mother hid it in the attic from my dad, so he wouldn't find out until my birthday. and then he was pissed.
Yeah.
Oh man, he was pissed.
You got
Good
some
stuff.
birthday lickings that year. One for every string you broke.
Mm-hmm.
John Woodson's leg.